As we are meeting for the very first time, I would like to know more about you.
Yeah, sure. Actually, my name is Jasim and I'm from West Bengal. I'm residing in Darjeeling right now, it is. And I have been working as a spoken English tutor for last few years. And with a personally, I've been continuing my studies as well. I recently graduated. That is pretty much about myself. It's your
Mhm.
turn to give an introduction of yours.
Okay, that's wonderful. And yes, I will start my intro. My name is Swati, as you know, and I'm from Jammu and Kashmir. I am a homemaker and a mother to one kid. If I
Hmm.
talk about my hobbies, and I love reading, listening to music, watching movie, and playing badminton as well. And
Wow.
apart from this, I started my journey with the YouTube channel where I post some conversation video and solo video regarding English. So that's pretty about me.
That really sounds interesting. Actually, I'm quite nascent on YouTube because for the first time, it's been a week that I have been starting uploading videos on my YouTube channel. And I'm not that a person that I have to become a great or a big YouTuber. The greatest method that I have found out, if you document to yourself, then I think you will improve or more. You will understand that where I need to work on. When you will listen to yourself, you will understand the way I have to emphasize, especially the voice modulation.
Right, right. So, as you also started your journey with YouTube, I think. So,
Yes.
what was the reason behind it to, start your journey with YouTube? So, I would love to know more from your side.
Yeah, actually, it was really a random plan of mine because I got a request from a lot of people I met on PairUp application. I'm like most frequently I use PairUp sometimes when it's feasible or I have some leisure time. So a person he approached me that shall we do a conversational video? And
Mhm.
like I was like, okay, let's give it a try. And I did it, and I received some different thing. And for a long time, I was like watching some kind of videos like you and other YouTubers as well, and that
Mhm.
helps me a lot to enhance my speaking capabilities. Like still I have been working on myself because I believe strongly learning is the process will never be end from your life. You have to learn till the end of your breath. So like randomly started, and as you know that I already mentioned, if you document to yourself, that is the greatest method to improve. So
Mm.
yeah, I
Right,
started
right.
working on myself. I hope so that I will improve a lot.
Yes, and I think you just started your journey, but it's not look like or not seems like. It seems like you actually working for a long time on YouTube. Yes.
Not for a long time because I never ever uploaded any kind of videos before related with English or other content as well. For the first time, I'm
Mm.
doing this kind of stuffs. So I'm pretty
Mm.
much excited. I'm pretty much hooked up with this thing.
Mm.
So let's see what will happen. Like, I'm quite excited. What
Yes.
about you, by the way? I want to replicate the same question to you, Swati, that what makes you to come to this field on YouTube?
On YouTube. Okay. I must say that I never ever thought about that I would have a YouTube channel, but it's byproduct while, learning this English language. And before
Mm-hmm.
starting my journey, I was more into listening and watching content in English on YouTube. So one day I was stumbled upon some conversation video. So where, two people, those who are also working on their English and they were conversing with each other. So
Mm-hmm.
that really inspired me that I should also, if I would have a YouTube channel, I can be able to be consistent and as well as I can also improve much because when you talk to yourself and when you just listen or watch content in English,
Mm-hmm.
it really you can't improve so well. But you have to
Exactly.
have some person where you can talk,
Mm-hmm.
maybe video call because video call and audio call is very different from
Absolutely.
each other.
Yeah.
So I thought that
Absolutely.
if I had a YouTube channel, I will be improved so much. So that was the reason behind to start my journey with YouTube.
That's an amazing
Yes.
story actually you have related with YouTube. And there
Mm.
are a lot of people they are uploading videos right nowadays, which I like. I used to watch some videos, like everybody's videos, because I love that. I don't know. I just fall in love with this thing. And
Mm.
yeah. And
Yes.
as you already mentioned that it's a documenting, like you are documenting to
Yes,
yourself,
yes.
like
And
you will
YouTube, I
start
think,
also.
is
Mm-hmm.
a platform where we can
Mm,
create our creativity. So it's a good
exactly.
platform, actually.
Exactly.
Mm.
As you already mentioned, one thing that is consistency, right? We have to be
Yes.
consistent. Without
And
consistency, nothing will be
mm,
possible. That is really where I
yes.
was kind of thing. Like, yeah.
And when we have a YouTube channel, we have to show up time to time. So yes,
Exactly.
automatically you can be consistent and will
Yeah.
be consistent if you have a channel.
Yeah.
So I would
Absolutely.
like to know about your journey. When did you start your English journey? Because I think your English is so nice when you're speaking so fluently also.
Oh, at first,
Yes.
like initially, I would love to give the thanks to you, Swati, for giving the compliment to it. It really means a lot for
Yes,
me.
you deserve it. You really, speak so well.
Okay, thank you so much. It's been like it has been 3 years that I started my journey. My
Mm-hmm.
story is quite interesting, as I already covered the previous conversation. Why I'm saying this, because I went through Arjit Singh concert, and what
Mm-hmm.
happened that everybody used to speak in English, and that was really very difficult and very convoluted thing for me to grab the things very easily. And what
Mm-hmm.
happened? I was like standing in the diamond side of the line, and suddenly a group of people they asked me, "Brother, what is the particular time Arjit Singh come on the stage?" And
Mm-hmm.
I was like freaked out on that moment because I don't know. I am a Bengali communicator. How I can communicate with them? Like I hesitated a lot. Like I felt perturbed on that moment, but somehow I managed the situation with a broken English of mine. But the realization which I received that was so robust, and like I started working on myself. I took a course initially, but the main twist is that a lot of people they ask me, a lot of learners they ask me, if I take a course, then can I or shall I improve my English? The thing is that if you are consistent, if you are adding all the commitment of yours, and if you are ambitious to learn this language, everything is possible. The same thing that I did, I added all the commitment of mine, but you won't believe to me, around 35 people they joined on that group, but I'm the only one that I've completed consistently, and I received
Okay.
an impressive result within 3 months. But that was
Mm-hmm.
not like the people what they think about it, that I will be fluent within 1 month, within 15 days, within 3 months. Like this is just a skill we have to develop with a time, with a consistency, and with a commitment. It will be developed, right? So yeah, I
Right.
started working on my English. I practice a lot. I practice a lot of people all over the India, all over the world, and yeah, now like yeah, still I've been practicing. That
And
was
just
my journey.
result is, appearing now, like you are speaking so well because of consistency and your hard work that whatever you put in while
That
learning
is
this
important.
language.
Yeah, that is important for everybody. Still, I think like that I have to work on a lot of things related with articulation, voice modulation, hand
Mhm.
gestures, like eye contact, like that matters. Otherwise, a conversation will not be attractive. Yeah,
Right,
that
right. I
is.
think you are actually approaching like what we say, like you are actually working all aspect of this language. Like you're working on your voice modulation, like
Yes, yes, yes.
pronunciation, accent, and everything. Like I think
Yeah,
you are.
because yeah, that is important. I'm from West Bengal and I have my own
Yes,
dialect, right? Like everybody, they have own their mother tongue dialect.
yes, yes,
So
yes.
we have to focus on a universal accent or neutral accent. So voice
Mhm.
modulation is really important, very much important, that
Yes,
I've been
yes.
working on.
I agree. I agree with you totally. So, how
So
did you,
mm,
learn this voice modulation? What step you took initially? So it really helped you well because you speak so well, and your voice modulation is also very well when
oh.
you speak. Yes.
Actually, I'm doing it by my own, so everybody they can do it. Like there are a lot of applications available related with artificial intelligence, like
Mm,
ChatGPT, Google
mm,
Gemini. So I use ChatGPT. So I got to know a lot of ideas related with voice modulation. So a little example or explanation about voice modulation. Voice modulation means like when we are speaking, where I have to emphasize the word that I would love to highlight in front of the public, right?
mm,
If I am adding or I'm exposing a question right now, so I have to speak it very slowly because understanding is important. And
mm,
the things or the concept or kind of the line of thinking which I am going to expose right now, and which is totally that not that much important. So I have to speak it very fluently, very like I have to maintain the pace and pause on that moment.
mm,
So there are a lot of parts in voice modulation, for example, emphasizing the word, emphasizing the layer of the word. And if I talk
mm,
about like volume control, pitch variation of yours, then breathing control. So yeah, that
mm,
are the things you have to work on. And
Mm,
especially emphasizing the word is most important because that will help you to pronounce the word very perfectly, that in which way that I have to pronounce.
right, right. That's a great like. And I would like to ask you, when did you start, your journey with English language? So, what type of challenges you faced that time, and how did you overcome those challenges?
Yes, that's a great question. Okay, so facing some kind of challenges, it's really very normal thing.
Mm,
I like faced or I came across a lot of challenges, but I don't want to make it a first grade one. I don't want to make it a more complicated or convoluted because
mm,
I just always try to make it as much as simple that I can do because I'm a person.
mm,
I always know that I am the only one that I can overcome from this problem. Nobody will help me to overcome this problem. So I face challenges related with vocabulary. Like when
mm,
I started working on my vocabulary, I just forget the words within a week, within a month. That is very
mm,
common problem that I've came across. But the things that I did, I just like whenever I try to learn new words, I just make 5 sentences with these individual words, and I just
okay.
speak out on the same day, just 5 sentences, and that
Mm,
helps me a lot. And I face challenges related with that some grammatical mistake, but initially it's really doesn't matter. Literally, I'm talking
mm,
about.
right, right.
Initially, I never focus on the grammars. I just only
Mm,
focus on my listening capabilities, speaking capabilities, and reading capabilities. But I'm not
mm,
into reading. If I talk about I'm not into reading, I just skip
mm,
that part. But I focused on the two things, that is like speaking and listening. Listening will cover your 70% spoken English, and speaking will cover your 20% spoken English. I
mm,
worked hard on
mm,
these two things. So, I faced challenges related with the grammars,
mm,
but as I already mentioned, it doesn't make any kind of sense that you're making grammar mistake that you will
mm,
not speak very perfectly.
mm,
Making some kind of mistake or what it called wrapped up, I think wrapped out or wrapped up, whatever. It's very really
mm,
very normal thing. So no need to
mm.
worry about that you are making some mistake. If you are making some mistake,
Right.
that means that you are growing. Okay, that you can
Yes.
learn something.
Actually, you are learning something new.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, that kind of challenges that I face initially, and I overcome because after a certain time, automatically you will overcome if you are following your journey very consistently and with a perfect commitment of yours.
That's lovely. And when we start our journey with this language, that time we were very excited to speak this language. But over
Yeah,
time we feel demotivated.
absolutely.
So you must be, felt that
Yeah,
demotivation. So
yeah,
how did you
absolutely.
overcome those demotivation? Because every time the other day you feel like demotivate. So how do you like, face that, and how did you overcome those time? Because sometimes we don't want to create, don't want to learn. So
Hmm.
how do you make yourself motivated that time?
Okay. So
Mm,
at first we need to know about it that when it happens with us, when like we feel stuck at a certain level of ours in spoken English. In spoken English, there are 6 levels: A1, A2, B1, B2, C1, C2. So when we feel
mm,
stuck in a certain level, then we feel demotivated, and it's a normal. It's a very general graph that a graph will initially not that much improve. Like after a certain time, automatically it will be a logistic graph, right? It's not
yes,
like a lag. So I just like demotivated, of course, like every speakers. But the
everyone.
thing is that I never focused or think about my result, that what kind of things or what kind of result that I am expecting. I just only
Mm,
focus on my action or efforts that I'm putting right now. And
mm,
that is a great thing. Live in the carpe diem and enjoy each and every moment. And you are learning something in the present moment. That is a great
mm,
thing. Just do it. No need to worry about result. Because
mm,
as I already mentioned, this is just a skill. With that time, it will be automatically improved. I'll automatically, grab. You will grab this one. So no need to worry
mm.
about it. Like I
Yes.
when I realized that thing that I no need
Mm,
to worry about it, just like I have to follow by my own way. And like
mm,
yeah, my journey has like more smoother if I compare
mm.
with the initial one.
And what, like when we started our journey, when I started my journey with this language, I try to be, be perfect at this language. And I also don't want to make mistake. But over time, I realized that yes, making mistake is not a, big deal. You can
Big
do
deal.
lots
Yeah.
of mistake
Yeah.
while learning this language.
Yeah.
So actually, you have to focus more on the
Mm.
process of learning. Don't focus so much on, on the result.
Yeah,
So yes, you need to be consistent. So in this
absolutely.
way, over time, you will be good
Yeah.
at this language. So
And
yes, no,
absolutely.
and more
Absolutely.
focus on consistency.
Indeed.
Yes.
By the way,
Mm.
I would love to replicate the same question to you because I'm also super excited to know about your journey. How did you learn this language?
Okay, because I was very, fascinated by this language since my school time. But I never got that kind of exposure. But I was that time more into, reading and writing.
Hmm.
But as you know that reading and writing is very different from speaking. I was good
Yes.
at reading writing, but I never ever tried to speak. And some people, suggested that you have to read out loud. And that time I was just thinking like that, why need to we speak out loud? I
Mm.
always, read like silent in my mind. But nowadays, because when I started my journey, like in this year only, when I
Mhm.
started to speak with people or speak with myself, then I realized that like you have to speak out loud
Mhm.
because it really helps you to, to understand how to pronounce the word, how you can actually, speak with your pace. So you can also learn when you start your journey while speaking. So
Mhm.
then I must say that I started my journey in this year, like last Feb month. And before that, like 3 months ago, I started listening more and more content. So one day I stumbled upon like conversation video or so many methods you can also try to shadowing practice. So I started in this way. But yes, I already told you that I started with some motivation from the learner, those who are learning this language. So yes, this was a thing that I started my journey because of this language. Since school time, I was very passionate about this language. So the main motto was to be fluent in this language. So nowadays I'm improving day by day.
That I can
Yes,
see,
this is my
literally that I can
journey,
see
right?
it. Yeah, you, as
Mm.
I already can see it, that you are really a great speaker right now. And I've been watching your videos for a long time.
Thank you so
So
much. Yes, thank you.
yes, that helps me a lot. And I think so. Those who are improving this, want to improve this language, they can see, they can watch this kind of videos, conversational videos. It's really
Mhm.
very helpful.
And,
By the
and are
Mhm.
you also very passionate about this language since your
Yeah,
childhood time? Recently,
not
you like.
since my childhood. What happened? Like after my intermediate, it happens because
Mm.
my English teacher in my intermediate time actually insulted me in front of all the students, all my friends. That I think we will never be speak in future, or like in this language. I was like, it might be because I was belonging such kind of a bucolic side of the places where nobody used to speak in English. So how I
Mhm.
can learn? Like I was not
Right.
ambitious to learn this language, but after that, like after Arjit concert, everything has changed. By the way, Swati, that
Mhm.
like you are quite passionate with this language and you are improving day by day. As I can see that you are a fluent speaker right now. So I would love to ask you one question. That is,
Mhm.
if you wanna learn this language again from zero, so what kind of
Mhm.
changes that you wanna add?
Okay, first of all, because of the experience, how to speak, good in this language. So I would must be, advise to myself like start with listening. Start
Mm,
listening more and more content, and you have some basic knowledge about English grammar. You don't need to so much into grammar, because if you are only working on grammar, that will hinder your progress. So
yeah.
start with listening more and more, and try to start naming the object that is around you, and start to speak with yourself if there is no partner. And nowadays, I must say that there are so many applications where you can also start with speaking. You have an AI app where you can also, converse with AI.
Mhm.
So I think today we have so many options to learn this language. Listen more and more content in English and start speaking with people, real people, on audio call. And you can also take the help of ChatGPT like AI. So yes, in this way you can learn, tremendously well. Like if you are also shadowing practice, because I think shadowing practice really helped me so much to be fluent at this language. So you can do start listening, speaking, as well as shadowing practice. If you are not into reading, but reading is also a very good habit
Absolutely.
that you have to inculcate. So yes, in this way you can be good at this language. So my
Okay.
approach is that.
A small part that I would love to highlight here, those who are watching this video actually, and
Mm.
those who are going to watch this
Yes, yes.
video,
Mm-hmm.
actually related with shadowing practice. Shadowing method or imitate the process is the final step. But those who are beginner, those who consider themselves as a beginner learners, I would highly recommend them just try to understand at first the podcast
Yes.
and
Mm-hmm.
like analyze your level in which level that they are in and work on your level. Means if you are at the A2 or A1 level of English, just try to watch some kind of B1 level of English podcast, listening podcast. I would not highly recommend to them to watch some kind of podcast related with, guest podcast. A guest will come and they will speak something. I would highly recommend on YouTube. There are a lot of podcasts, listening podcasts are available. Just try to
Yes.
listen
Yes.
it. And
Mm-hmm.
after a certain time, we have to focus on the shadowing process or imitate process because that is a final step. Why I'm saying this, if I want to study around 8 hours, then I cannot achieve it within a day. I have to start from zero. I will study around 1 hour, then tomorrow 2 hours, then after tomorrow 3 hours, then I can achieve 8 hours. And that is a process. So we
Mm-hmm.
have to be a realistic one. Like
Yes, yes.
otherwise,
I
we
agree
will
with
not
you
achieve
that
it.
like if the person like know how to, if the person understand
Hmm.
whatever they were listening, but they can start like with shadowing.
Yeah.
But yes, because I have a little knowledge about English, I know how to
Hmm.
write, read, and I even understand the speaker what he's speaking. I am able to, understand them. So when I start to listen them, I try to shadowing them. So yes,
Yeah.
shadowing is very powerful method.
Yeah.
Those who are,
Absolutely.
understanding this language, they can start with shadowing. At first, they maybe feel like it's very difficult, but
Right.
with practice, it will be very, like easy for them.
Hmm.
They should have to give shadowing practice maybe 15, 20 days. So after that, it will be very, easy for them.
Hmm. I
Yes.
agree with you. I agree with you. Whenever we try to do something initially that we feel like so like
Yes.
demotivated or kind of nervous, it's very normal
Mm.
thing. And with the
Yes.
time, it will be habituated. No need to worry about these things.
Yes. And I would like to ask questions like that.
Mhm.
If you could get a chance to meet your older self, like, like 10 years, 11 years, and what would you like to advise him? Yes,
That's a
your
great
old self.
answer.
Yes.
Oh, I'm just 21 years old. If I look back, you my
Mm,
11 years old or 12 years old. So it's quite like challenging for me. Still, I can't, I'm not like bring back my memories again. But
mm,
I would love to say that whatever the things that I had before, I just improve a lot right now. So I don't
mm.
have any advices
Okay.
to speak out. Yeah,
Mm,
but whatever like my older person he did a great job because I cannot
mm,
change. In a reality, if I think about in a non-fiction way, so of course I
mm.
cannot change anything else, right?
Yes,
So if
yes.
I like I'm a practical person, I consider to
Mm,
myself as a practical person, I would love to say that yeah,
mm,
I just proud of yourself. Whatever you did,
yes,
that's a great thing. And like
mm,
yeah, whenever we realize our life about our aspect of life,
mm,
so that's the perfect time. Like if I give an example, you I don't know how old are you, but for example, if you were 24 years old, so there are a lot of people, I'm just 24 years old and now I will start my journey. I'm 60 years old now, I will start my English journey. It's really very late. Just not
mm,
late, just see to
mm,
your surroundings. Your
mm.
friend, they are like some of your friend, they're not able to speak English. Some of friends,
Correct.
they are not able to do any kind of job. You are doing job and you are
Mm,
starting your journey, you realize it. So that's the perfect time. When you start your journey, that's the perfect time. No need to worry
yes.
about
Hmm. That's a great.
it.
Okay, I think you accept yourself, whatever you are,
Yeah,
whatever you were in your past. So yes, accept yourself, and whatever you are doing, it's okay. Just focus on the process. Just we flow with the life. So
yeah,
that's it.
exactly. So,
Mm,
Swati, can you tell me what kind of advices, not advices, I would love to say, what kind of suggestion that you would love to give to the audience also watching this video to
mm.
improve their English?
Okay, to improve their English, like I just told that how they can start their journey with this
Mm-hmm.
language. So, like in common, like whatever the person, those who are learning this language, like that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Those who are like it will be universal one. Sorry, it should be universal
Okay.
one. Means it's
Mm-hmm.
for everybody. Those who are intermediate speaker, those who are
Mm-hmm.
beginner speaker, basic speaker, for everybody.
Mm-hmm. So I would like to tell them, don't worry about too much about grammar or anything else. Just start with simple, like simple sentence, or you can also start talking with yourself, like
Mhm.
whatever you are feeling, whatever you did in a day, you just start, with yourself. So start with simple. Don't focus so much on perfection. Just focus on the process of learning. And yes, this is my advice. With time, you will be okay in this language. Just need to be consistent. Consistency really matter.
Yeah,
So every day you have to give some time, like 1 hour to English, like 30 minutes to listening, 30 minutes to reading, 30 minutes to writing. If you are giving with a part segment, you can learn tremendously well, because every skills needs some time and
absolutely.
consistency, whatever the skills you are learning. So yes, if you are learning this language and if you want to be fluent at this language, so you need to give your time, you need to be consistent, you need to be put some hard work in that skills. So yes, this is my advice.
That's a great advice, by the way. You might have received this question or listened this one, or I already got this kind of questions that
Mm.
can you tell me a boundary time or a limitation time after a certain time that I can be a fluent speaker? So it's not like that. It's not a particular time that after that you will become a fluent speaker. It's just a skill that you have to develop. Like
Yes.
still I have been working, little still I have been working, and I like make some kind of mistake screwed up. So it doesn't make any kind of sense that I will stop my journey. So I know that
Mhm.
how I have to work on or what should be my approach. So yeah, that is the thing.
That's a great. Yes, yes. So shall we wrap up the session, or if
Yeah.
you have any question, then you can
Yeah,
ask.
okay. I would love to ask you the last question, then we will wrap up
Mhm.
the session.
Okay.
By the way, so the question is that related with grammar, because
Mhm.
this is really a vital part. So what
Mhm.
do you think about it? Grammar is really important in spoken English?
I must say that yes, like simple grammar or basic grammar, if you know, if you know about the tenses, or if you know about how, subject verb agreement, so
Mm-hmm.
that's the good part. But with listening or some work, if you are doing like speaking, you can learn automatically. You don't need to be so much focus on, grammar. It comes with naturally if you are
Absolutely.
be consistent and working day by day. So grammar, a basic knowledge you should have about.
Again, the
Yes.
same thing will be repeated, like the listening. If you listen to the other people, you can understand that where I'm making some mistake and where to work on my grammars, especially.
Mm.
So
Yes.
making some mistakes on grammars, that's a really very, very normal thing. Even though the native speaker, they're also making some mistakes. So
Yes.
I would love to say, don't need to worry about it. Just
Yes.
try to listen the podcast or listen something. Because
Mm.
listening will cover your 70% spoken English. It's too much, like
Right.
70%. But it doesn't make
Mm.
any kind of sense that you are listening, you are not speaking. You will
Mm.
be a fluent speaker. You have to speak as well because this is the practical method. You have to be
Yeah.
meticulous. Yeah.
Right. Right. I agree with
So,
you. Yes.
so I'm so grateful actually to having a conversation with you, Swati, and like approach you accept this request, and that is so grateful for me. Thank you so much
And
for
thank you
giving the
so
time.
much as well. You emailed to me, and I also get a chance to talk with you as a good speaker. And yes, this also helped me in my journey because I'm also working on my English journey. And yes, thank you so much for having this session with me. Thank you so much.
That means a lot. Thank you so
Have
much.
a
Okay.
great day ahead.
Yeah. Have a
Bye
great day.
bye.
Bye. Take care. Yeah.